Now, KAPP KVEW local news at 6.
We begin with breaking news tonight. Several wildfires burning in our region. You're looking live at a large fire in Oregon. We just got an update that this has now burned approximately 10,000 acres. It shut down Highway 730 earlier today from Wallula Junction all the way to 207, which is less than 10 miles east of Umatilla. That road is still closed right now. This is being called the Hat Rock Fire. Umatilla County Fire District 1 says wind and visibility is so bad in this region right now, they've had to ground the firefighting aircraft. Firefighters estimate, again, this one has burned more than 10,000 acres so far. It's in Juniper Canyon, headed for the Washington state line. And our crew on scene at this fire near I-82 tells us fire officials are now evacuating some homes in the Horse Heaven Hills area. This is west of Benton City. It's near Yakutat Road for those of you familiar with the area. And this is actually impacting one of our KAPP KVEW TV towers. So if you lose our signal, please be patient while we're working on getting the power back on. You could always stream us on our website or on the KAPP KVEW app for updates on these fires. And you just saw we're seeing aircraft flying low in efforts to battle those flames. It's one of two fires in Benton County tonight. Another one is spreading south of Findlay. That's near the entrance to Hover Park. This one has burned around 1,000 acres so far. It's just across Lake Wallula from that Oregon fire that's burned 10,000 acres. Fire officials told us state officials are on the way to Benton County to help. And we're also getting reports of people off-roading in this area. This is not the day to do that. Officials are asking everybody to stay away because there is a lot of wind. We're in very dry conditions and this fire is spreading extremely fast. And those fast-moving wildfires top the news this evening. I'm Alyssa Warner.
And I'm Stacy Lee. Thanks for joining us. Let's get right out to the forecast. We'll start out with our tower cam, our Dust Devil Giza Stadium tower cam. As you can see, smoke off in the distance there. And yes, our air quality is being impacted by the fires this evening. And not helping those firefighters this afternoon are these strong gusty winds. Right now, 16-mile-an-hour winds in Tri-Cities, 32 in Connell, Yakima, 22, 37 in Ellensburg. And those winds will continue to stay strong this evening. So that wind advisory in place till 11 o'clock as that cold front moves in from the Pacific. It's squeezing the air pressure and causing those gusty winds. Now, our air quality has been reduced now. Just a little while ago, we were in the moderate zone, and now we're into the unhealthy air. So if you're sensitive to smoke and haze, you'll want to stay indoors this evening. Let's take a look at our futurecast smoke map. And again, we are seeing that pick up through the Tri-Cities. The winds are blowing from the northwest to the east, so the smoke will be heading towards the Blue Mountains area. Again, reducing air quality in those regions. And again, here's what it looks like right now in the Tri-Cities. So again, if you're sensitive to that, you'll want to head indoors. Temperatures dropping as that cold front moves across Kittitas Valley. 86 right now, Tri-Cities, 78 in Yakima. Here's what our temps look like moving through the evening in Yakima. We'll be down to 67, 72 by 9 in the Tri-Cities, and in Walla Walla, 69 degrees. The headlines for you again, those strong gusty winds continue through the night. Fire danger really high. We have a big cool down headed our way tomorrow and a mild Father's Day weekend. I'll get to all of that in your first alert weather forecast. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacy. Now, we've seen a lot of smoke around the region, but some of the smoke or even fire is coming from the Tri-Cities Airport this week. They're training for local firefighters. The Pasco Fire Department performs drills all year at the Pasco Airport. Now the department is doing something similar this week. More of the same preparedness training. Ben Shearer with the Pasco Fire Department tells us they're always doing airplane and airport drills, but it's only rarely that they get to practice on a live fire at the airport.
Just last fall, if people remember, we actually had a plane that skidded down the runway on landing and ended up being fully engulfed by the time firefighters pulled up to the fuselage. So this is something that can happen. Fortunately, everybody got themselves off that plane, but it may not always happen that way. So they are able to come out here and practice different scenarios just in case.
Now, the prop that the firefighters are using this week simulates different types of aircraft fires. It's one of the many training requirements that the department has to complete to keep FAA certification. The training started on Sunday. It's going to continue this week until Friday. We have new developments tonight in the case of 4 murdered University of Idaho students. The suspect in the case wants more time to decide whether to provide an alibi. Under Idaho law, Brian Koberger's lawyers have 10 days to decide whether they want to provide the information on an alibi. The lawyers want to extend that deadline. They say they haven't had enough time to fully review the evidence provided by the prosecution. That includes thousands of pages of discovery. Well, they were programs meant to help struggling Washingtonians during the pandemic. Now, 2 men have been charged in an alleged scheme to defraud COVID-19 relief programs in Washington state. Michelle Esteban reports.
In total, the indictment alleges that defendants submitted over 125 fraudulent applications for various pandemic relief fraud efforts.
The U.S. Attorney and FBI say of the $3.3 million in stolen money, most of it, $2.7 million, was taken from the King County Emergency Rental Assistance Program, right in the height of the pandemic and when tenants were struggling to keep a roof over their heads and not be evicted.
We all know Seattle and King County has been struggling to address homelessness, struggling to address housing affordability, struggling to keep people in their homes.
Prosecutors believe it is one of the largest schemes to defraud COVID relief programs involving rental assistance across the country.
We were able to identify some of the fraud and prevent more money from going out.
U.S. Attorney Nick Brown says the group tried to steal $6.8 million. Court documents allege the $3.3 million came from 3 places, including a program meant to help businesses during COVID. It's called the Paycheck Protection Program, also hit state unemployment benefits, but the biggest loss to the Emergency Rental Assistance Program. Prosecutors allege 6 people, 4 of them from Washington, including 32-year-old Darius Jackson of Bonnie Lake, who just went before a federal judge, used fake documents and posed as fake landlords and tenants. Court documents allege 29-year-old Paradise Williams of Phoenix orchestrated the scheme. Also in those court documents, perhaps something telling. While being questioned by police, a detective wrote that she, quote, explained that she never had to do jail time or pay fines because Washington is a very lenient state.
If they steal money from the government, if they steal money intended for the most vulnerable, we will investigate that and treat it very, very seriously.
Well, we have some positive news for your Tuesday evening. One Yakima County drug court graduate celebrated taking the next step in his recovery today. This program is a way to encourage people with substance use disorder to go into treatment in exchange for reduced or no jail time. These are people like Seth Ernst, who's now working for the Dispute Resolution Center of Yakima and Kittitas counties as a credible messenger for Walkabout Yakima, which is an intervention program for youth at risk for committing or becoming a victim of gang violence.
I'm very impressed and very proud of you for doing what you did. So congratulations, good job.
Thank you.
Next to my daughter being born, it's the best experience I've had. So I can't tell you how gratifying it is to have a community, be at your back.
Well, now that he's graduated from drug court, Ernst's goal is to eventually own his own business. Congratulations. Tonight we have a frozen fruit recall. The product sold at Costco in Washington and several other states. We're talking about that coming up. Plus excitement for anglers, what wildlife officials have counted in part of the Columbia River. And a floating piece of history in Western Washington, what experts are hoping to discover from it. Coming up on KAPP Local News.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
At West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, we are open from 7 a.m. until 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, plus Saturdays for when the week gets to be too full. West Richland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, stunning smiles for the whole family.
For all the times we've been inspired to be just like Dad. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 trimmer. Real steel. Find yours.
An accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
Clients come to us injured, burdened with medical bills, lost wages, insurance hassles. The list goes on. They're overwhelmed, so they put their lives in our hands. That's why we work hard and fight for the justice they deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. We do interior painting and cabinetry as well. We have a full crew that takes care of everything, and all we really want you to do is to kick back and relax. Visit our website or call us at 591-8160.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book, out now and posted on Bi-Mart.com. It's 16 pages of great savings, including lawn and garden supplies, sporting goods, and more. Save now at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Spilling the ET Father's Day edition. New kid on the block, Joey McIntyre, gets grilled by his two sons.
You are grounded. Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on KVEW.
Do you have any land that gets no use? Save some money by using an American-made power racking system. It's a more cost-effective option than a standard pole and concrete method. Invest in green energy with the pros at Solar Power Northwest. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
What attracted me to working at McCurley is just how much I do for the community. And they do a lot for therapeutic riding of Tri-Cities, which I have a personal connection with. My son Caden, he has autism and he goes there. What I love most about what I do is I am a champion for my customers. We care about our customers and making sure that they get into the best and safest vehicle possible. I'm Taylor Boyce and I'm driving change at McCurley Subaru.
Find your way home in a new Subaru from McCurley Subaru, and together we can make this world a better place.
Portion of KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. The Yakima Domestic Violence Coalition has brought together police, courts, and community services to help provide wraparound services for victims of intimate partner violence and their children, including at school. KAPP-KVEW's Emily Goodell talked to organizers about how the program works.
The kids at Yakima's Barge Lincoln Elementary have hopes and dreams and joy, but many come from difficult situations.
Food insecurity, housing insecurity, domestic violence, parental sobriety, financial stresses. We are not just educating minds, we are social workers as well.
For some, runaway siblings and police visits to the house are all too common, and it affects how they act at school.
It could present itself with tears. It could present itself with emotional outbursts, being withdrawn.
If the teachers don't know why, they might not know how to help. That's where the Handle with Care program comes in.
As the building principal, I get an email notification every morning of who the Yakima Police Department was involved with.
No specifics, just assigned to teachers to look out for that student, including making sure they're at school. Last fall, the school got 2 notifications in 2 days for one third grader who always showed up to school. But that Monday,
when he didn't show up by lunchtime, I made sure that we had some of our liaisons go out and find out where he was.
At home with his dad, who told them the boy had been in the hospital with flu symptoms and was still sick.
He wouldn't open the door for us to see the child, so we were luckily able to convince Dad, why don't you take him back?
To the hospital, where the third grader tested positive for meth.
Yeah, I don't want to think about what would have happened because the parent would not have disclosed because he just was reunified, so he still had social workers involved in his house, right? And so sadly, I believe it would have been a tragedy without these Handle with Care notifications.
The program, great for pointing out which students need extra support, but has shined a light on the lack of resources for parents.
We need families being able to access services for anger management, for behavioral supports, for mental health supports, whether that's for the household or the child. And we just need community involvement.
Including more volunteers in the building to connect with and mentor students to make sure, no matter their circumstances, that they have the support they need to be successful. In Yakima, Emily Goodell, KAPP-KVEW Local News.
Now, the Yakima Domestic Violence Coalition meets monthly. The meetings are open to the public. The next one is coming up in July. A frozen strawberry recall due to potential hepatitis A contamination. A frozen foods company is recalling an organic Daybreak blend that's a year old. It was distributed to Costco stores in Washington, Arizona, California, Colorado, and Utah. Now, this was from April 15th of last year to June 26th of last year, but since it's in your freezer, you might still have it around. The company says no illnesses have been reported. they're doing a voluntary recall out of an abundance of caution. If you do have this bag in your freezer, you can throw it out or return it to the store for a refund. A ship docked in western Washington is more than a century old. It was originally a schooner, once chartered by Treasure Island author Robert Louis Stevenson. Efforts to restore it have failed, and now experts are taking the vessel apart and analyzing it to learn more about how 19th century ships were built. Eric Wilkinson reports.
The Equator dates back to 1888. It sat here on the Everett waterfront in dry dock since the 1960s. A few years ago, the stern collapsed, and the Port of Everett determined that this ship's days were sunk.
56.5.
Archaeologists from Texas A&M University meticulously measure every inch of the Equator.
So you're at 13 now?
The 135-year-old ship was originally a schooner, once chartered by Treasure Island author Robert Louis Stevenson. It was later converted to a tugboat that worked in Puget Sound until being scuttled along the Everett waterfront. A group later raised the Equator, planning to restore it, but it simply sat dilapidated and decaying for nearly 60 more years.
Preservation is no longer an option.
Its beams bulging and bowing, if the ship could make a sound, it would probably groan. The Equator is essentially a shipwreck on dry land, but researchers say its current condition is actually a good thing.
This is amazing information for us to have, this framing system that creates that backbone of the ship.
Because it's falling apart, they can see the boat's bones and its guts. Researchers are taking such exacting care in their measurements, they say they'd be able to actually build an exact replica of the boat.
I'm making a note that our x-axis is in decimals.
Instead, it'll be scrapped. Parts will likely be used in public art. The Equator's sailing days done, but its history will live.
Of course, wooden vessels aren't intended to live forever, and so we're at that point right now where we want to make sure her legacy lives on and her story can be told.
It wasn't just a ship, it was the people on board and the different industries it was involved with.
Now, if you want to check this out, your last chance to see the Equator is Thursday. The Port of Everett will be holding an open house. Well, here in our area, here's a reason for anglers to cast a line. The Washington Fish and Wildlife Department says as of Monday, the shad run now tops 1.3 million. Now, if you're not familiar with that, shad are a small herring type of fish. Fish and Wildlife says even more of them are headed toward Bonneville Dam. That should offer lots of fishing opportunity in the lower mainstream.
Now, KAPP First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
Start off outdoors with our Dust Devil Sky Cam. Again, we're seeing all the black smoke in the area. It is impacting our air quality this evening. Probably smells like a campfire this evening. If you're sensitive, you'll want to stay indoors. Temperatures cooling down as that cold front moves in. Look at Ellensburg down to 66 right now, 78 in Yakima. It's 86 in the Tri-Cities. Here's that system as it moves across, bringing those cloudy skies along with the smoke. So it looks a little overcast this evening. That upper level system has moved into the area, and that's bringing us some nice cooler air from the coastline across the area. And again, that big band of clouds moving out. Then behind that, well, clear skies and a ridge of high pressure with more clouds moving in later in the week. But we'll have a couple of days of pretty mild weather. Futurecast again showing a few clouds moving out. And again, we had some stray thunder showers across the Idaho Panhandle, but overall calm as we go. We are seeing some shower activity possible through the Spokane region on Thursday, but overall we're looking at some pretty clear skies. Could see a few clouds. Now let's talk about the red flag warning in place till 9 o'clock tonight. Fires burning through the area, and again that humidity level, if you noticed, has dropped intensely, and we have the strong gusty winds. Plus we're seeing degrading air quality this evening through the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, Prosser, all the way just to the edge of Yakima, and even seeing that in Canal and Walla Walla as those winds are blowing from the west to the east. So air quality is being impacted by the fires around our region. Here's our smoke forecast, and again we're seeing that increased smoke through the area. Now again, those winds blowing down to the east from the west, so that'll help blow the smoke out of the area into other regions, impacting air quality overnight tonight. That wind advisory staying in place till 11 o'clock tonight. Again, we're seeing gusts from 50 to 55 miles an hour at times in areas. Those strong winds will continue tonight into tomorrow. So again, we have to maybe think about maybe issuing another wind advisory for tomorrow. Current wind speeds around the area 35 miles an hour right now at Hanford, 40 miles an hour in Prosser, not helping our firemen at all tonight. And our futurecast wind gusts, again, strong gusty winds through the evening, and we'll continue to see that even picking up by 8 p.m. tonight. Slightly calming down around 10 o'clock, but again, we'll continue to see those breezy, strong gusty winds through the evening and into tomorrow morning. So just be aware of that. Also impacting our pollen counts through the area on top of the smoke. So if you suffer from allergies like I do, not my favorite day of weather today at all. Let's take a look at our temperatures overnight tonight. Again, cooling way down from where we were the last couple of nights. 54 tonight, Tri-Cities, 54 in Yakima, 49 in Walla Walla, 47 for Ellensburg. Tomorrow, sunny, cooler, and again, those breezy winds, gusty at times. Look at the temperature drop, though, from the 90s today down to 79 Tri-Cities, 69 Ellensburg, 78 in Yakima, 76 tomorrow in Walla Walla. Next couple of days, a short-term forecast for you. Again, those temperatures kind of up and down for the next couple of days, but much cooler and more comfortable for the next several days. Got lots more to get to in our First Alert weather forecast. Stay here when KAPP KVEW comes right back.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your community Chevy dealers.
There's working you. And then there's chill you. Chill you is more carefree and curious, more present, more relaxed, more fun. Chill you is the best you. There you are. Bring back your chill you with an escape to Coeur d'Alene, the city by the lake. Find countless ways to play and stay in CDA at visitcda.org.
Every 15 minutes, someone is involved in a semi-truck collision in the U.S. Whatever the cause, big trucks mean big crashes, resulting in serious, even fatal injuries, large medical bills, and loss of wages. If you've been injured in a crash with a big rig, call Abeta Nelson Injury Law today. We've handled the most big truck accidents in Central Washington over the last 40 years, recovering millions for our clients. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
These epic offers won't last forever.
In your health news tonight, a new study found young people who had bariatric surgery and lost a significant amount of weight had weaker bones. The lead study author says that doesn't mean that youth with severe obesity should avoid bariatric surgery, but a radiology expert says the surgery is still an option since diabetes and heart disease are more deadly than osteoporosis. The takeaway from this study is that if you do go through bariatric surgery, you should turn to a healthy diet and focus on weight-bearing exercise, making sure you get enough vitamin D and calcium. Tonight, we continue to track breaking news of multiple large fires spreading fast across our region. We're talking about critical fire danger and air quality concerns. That's coming up in the next 5 minutes.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your community Chevy dealers.
A new roof looks great. A new roof with new gutters looks amazing. With Arrow Roofing, amazing is now more affordable than ever. Get 25% off gutters with your new re-roof. Did we mention our 50-year roof warranty at no extra cost? Don't miss this limited time offer. Give Arrow Roofing a call today.
I'm Buzz the Bee from the Painting Bees. So what do? We're a local painting company. We paint exterior, we do interior painting, and cabinetry as well. So if you're interested in a free estimate, visit our website or call us at 591-8160.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book, posted online at bimart.com. There's 16 pages of store-wide savings. Enjoy your next adventure for less. Bi-Mart has you covered in sporting goods. Plus, find everything you need for your lawn and garden and patio needs, including everything Dad wants for Father's Day. Save now at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Plan your next getaway with a new Escape from Corwin Ford. Choose from options to fit your style, including turbocharged EcoBoost, hybrid, and plug-in hybrid models. Right now, enjoy 0% financing for 36 months, plus no charge maintenance for 3 years on all 2023 Ford Escape models. That's 3 years of tire rotations, engine oil, filter changes, and more. Plan your summer escape in a new Ford. Corwin Ford, family driven for over 100 years.
Dear 2030, we look forward to seeing you. After our 160-point quality assurance inspection, we'll be Toyota certified used vehicles with 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranties. Not to honk our own horns, but the best new cars make the best used cars. Yours, Toyota.
Get 5.49% APR for up to 60 months on a Toyota certified used Camry, Corolla, or RAV4. Find yours at toyotacertified.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Whether you're looking to add a splash of color to your home, planting your very own vegetable garden, or expanding your dream landscape, Queen's Gate Gardens is the place to go this summer. Queen's Gate Gardens in Richland, let's grow together.
Hi, I'm Eddie Morphine from Morphine Law Firm. If you've been wronged and you need to make it right, give us a call. We're not afraid to fight. If you need an attorney with your best interests in mind, give us a call at Morphine Law Firm.
Well, check this out. A mallard in Minnesota is making a nest in a local garden center. It's got customers and store staff excited to see her hatch those chicks. They're expected in about 2 weeks. However, locally, we need to talk about fires. We've just learned that there are evacuations happening in Benton County. We're talking about that in just a moment. And a historic day as former President Trump appeared in court to face an indictment. That's coming up. A high-speed pursuit, a chase in Pierce County that had a fiery ending, and a strange discovery about the behavior of wild wolves. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
Now, KAPP KVEW local news at 6:30.
And we do have that breaking news update from Benton County. Our crew on scene at this fire near I-82 tells us areas of Kiona are now being evacuated because of the fire. The Benton County Sheriff's Office says that the natural cover fire off of Horseheaven Hills is near McBee Grade. For those of you who are familiar with the area, they do have evacuation notifications for the Kiona area. They're asking everyone to stay clear if you are not already there, because this is a really big fire that has been growing extremely fast. It's actually impacting one of our TV towers. So if you do lose signal tonight, please be patient. We will work on getting the power back on. And of course, you can always stream us on our website or on the KAPP KVEW app, as we'll continue to update you on these fires. We've also seen aircraft flying low around the region. Those are helping to battle these flames along I-82 west of Benton City. And a fire is spreading south of Findlay near the entrance to Hover Park. This one has burned around 1,000 acres so far. Fire officials told us that state resources are now on their way to help. And officials, again, are asking everyone to stay away from this one as well. We're talking about a lot of wind, very dry conditions, and this fire is also spreading fast. Then across the border in Oregon, a large fire has shut down Highway 730. You're taking a live look at that right now. This is from Wallula Junction all the way to 207, which is less than 10 miles east of Umatilla. This is the Hat Rock fire. It's burned around 10,000 acres in a matter of hours. Umatilla County Fire District 1 says wind and visibility is so bad now, they've had to ground aircraft. And Stacey, you were talking about this earlier, that is just a really windy area on a good day.
That's right. Anywhere that's in a gap between mountains or rocky areas, they pick up the winds, and so that increases even more so. So the strong gusty winds we've been seeing are even more intense in those areas. So not helping our firefighters tonight. Let's take a look outside right now at our Skycam Dust Devil Stadium. We're seeing lots of smoke out there, and again, it is impacting our air quality tonight as more fires start to pop up around the region. Again, that's why we've had that red flag warning in place throughout the day today. Fire danger extremely high, and that again due to these strong gusty winds. Look at the winds in Ellensburg. They've picked up now to 40 miles an hour. These are sustained winds, not the gusts. 32 right now in Prosser, 16 in Tri-Cities. Hermiston again 33, and then look at Pendleton as well. So again, here's our air quality map right now. We are seeing moderate to unhealthy air at this time through the region, and our futurecast smoke map again seeing that smoke intensify. That's going to be a problem for us tonight as those fires burn in our region. So again, if you're sensitive, you might want to head indoors. Temperatures cooling down pretty rapidly through the area, down into the 70s now in Yakima, 86 Tri-Cities, 78 in Walla Walla. Here's what the next 3 hours look like in Yakima. Temperatures cooling down. You'll have nice sleeping weather overnight tonight, 72 by 9 in Tri-Cities, and in Walla Walla will be down to 69 degrees. So the takeaway tonight, again, those strong gusty winds, fire danger very, very high. Pay close attention if you're near one of those tonight. Big cool down tomorrow, and get ready for a mild Father's Day weekend. I'll get to all of that in your first alert weather forecast. Alyssa?
Thanks, Stacey. Today, former President Donald Trump made his first court appearance in a historic criminal case, charging him with hoarding top secret government documents, then trying to hide them from investigators who demanded them back. ABC's Rena Roy is in Miami with a look at what happened in the courtroom today.
The former president of the United States now officially arrested and formally arraigned on a slew of federal criminal charges. Donald Trump's motorcade spotted leaving the federal courthouse after his attorney Todd Blanche entered a not guilty plea on behalf of the former president to the 37-count indictment against him. Charges under the Espionage Act and obstruction statutes that potentially carry decades in prison if he's convicted.
I think it's a rigged deal here. We have a rigged country.
Trump was in the courtroom for about an hour and didn't utter a single word, seen frowning and slumped in his chair, mostly staring at the floor. For the first time, seeing special counsel Jack Smith face to face. The magistrate judge ordering Trump not to speak about this case or have contact with any witnesses unless it's through his legal counsel.
We're just at the beginning of what's going to be a long process, but it's going to be up to the former president to decide how this case goes.
Though Trump didn't take a mugshot and wasn't handcuffed, he was processed like any other criminal defendant, fingerprinted, giving his name and social security number to authorities.
He does not want this trial to come anytime soon. He wants to get back on the campaign trail. He wants to paint this as a victim, any way to tell people, this is my target. They're coming at me.
Meanwhile, outside the courthouse, heightened security after Trump called on his supporters to protest.
We're out here, we're supporting you. Don't give up. No retreat, no surrender.
Some opponents also showing up.
He should have been locked up a long time ago.
Federal prosecutors allege Trump improperly stored dozens of classified government documents at his Mar-a-Lago resort that he knew were not authorized to keep, claiming he even schemed to obstruct the investigation. Officials say some of those documents contained top-secret nuclear weapon and other national defense information. Trump's co-defendant, aide Walt Nauta, did not enter a plea because he didn't have local counsel to represent him. Now that Trump has officially been arraigned, he'll be heading to Bedminster, New Jersey, where he'll be speaking this evening to supporters. Rena Roy, ABC News, Miami.
Well, here in Washington, it's been just months since state lawmakers changed a law loosening the restrictions on police chases. Before the change, opponents had said that pursuits are so risky that they needed to be replaced with a different police protocol. One recent example in Pierce County shows just how dangerous police chases can be. Madison Wade reports.
Flames shooting from one suspected stolen car and multiple patrol cars sent thick black smoke into the air off I-5 in South Tacoma.
When they turned around and had him in custody, the grass had caught on fire from the heat underneath the vehicles.
It all started here at Orange Gate Park. A woman called 911 around 11:30 Monday morning to report a man carjacked her at gunpoint. She told deputies she had an air tag in her car. That immediately helped deputies track the car to a shopping center in Federal Way. Deputies found the car, and when the driver noticed, they say he jumped back in and led deputies on a chase.
Oh, it's on fire.
The crash ended here. The stolen car, with only 3 tires, crashed near the 56th Street exit and caught on fire.
Oh, we've got 2 sheriff's cars. Oh no, are they out?
You can see flames spread to 2 Pierce County Sheriff's Patrol cars, leading to this.
That's my office right there.
Employees at nearby businesses like Bruce Titus Automotive Group heard the sirens and rushed to help.
That's on fire. So we stepped outside and they were, there was police doing police stuff, everywhere. And then this guy comes running up and you guys have fire extinguishers.
Fire extinguishers to help stop the flames, but also to help rescue a woman from the burning car reportedly stolen.
She was trapped in there, pinned, the door wouldn't open, so we had to yank her out of the car and thankfully, save her life.
No one was seriously hurt in this fiery crash.
It's all you're thinking about is life, human life. We just wanted to make sure everybody was safe. That's all we cared about.
That was Madison Wade reporting. Now, both suspects were hospitalized after the crash. They're expected to be booked into jail. The deputies were not injured in all of this, and they did find a gun, we're told, near that stolen vehicle. Tonight, a surprising new study shows that wolves can fish. Researchers in northern Minnesota began studying their behavior in 2017. What they found is that fish may be a widespread source of food for the wolves. Gordon Severson has more.
Wolves live a tough life. As predators, they'll eat anything they can find and chase down. Deer, beavers, dead animals, and even fish.
When did you all first notice this happening?
In 2017.
Danny Friend with the Voyagers Wolf Project says one of their researchers saw it with his own eyes. At first, they thought this might be just one wolf who learned an interesting trick, so they decided to test it and see if others were doing it too. Friend says the team started setting up cameras near the water and a few on the wolves themselves.
We've now observed it multiple summers in a row from multiple individuals, pack members, lone wolves, males, females.
6 out of the last 7 summers, their cameras have captured wolves catching fish. The team recently published a paper about it, and they concluded that wolves in other states and Canada are likely fishing as well, and it's likely helping them get through a slow time of the year when other food sources are harder to come by.
We think that wolves are fishing on average about 20 days of the year. They seem to be really keying into the spring spawning season.
The team also recently captured video of wolves and their pups eating wild blueberries, which suggests that between the blueberries and the fish, in emergency situations, wolves can find unique sources of food to survive.
I guess this just shows how, we're still learning more about these wolves and
who knows what we might figure out in the next couple of years.
Yeah, totally. We just recorded more wolves fishing already, so this year. So we might discover something else about this behavior. There's a lot to learn.
Well, tonight we continue tracking breaking news. Our top story is the smoke and wildfire. Smoke building over the Tri-Cities. Stacey Lee is tracking your first alert forecast. We're also talking about evacuations in the Kiona area of Benton County. That is all coming up next on KAPP Local News at 6:30.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Reel in a fortune during the $200,000 Fishing for a Fortune at Wild Horse Resort and Casino, with over $7,000 in cash and prizes every Friday and Saturday. Cash your line and win up to $750 free play, $1,000 cash, or hook a new Pro Lodge boat. Multiply your entries, use your club wild card to earn points, and win special prizes from Billy's Bait Shop. Reel in your next fortune today. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your community Chevy dealers.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
My mom hired a bath fitter to make me a new bath. My friend Jimmy said that when he got a new bath, it took forever. Jimmy didn't have to take a bath for a month. I didn't even get to miss one bath. It's just not fair.
Bath Fitter will remodel your bath in as little as 1 day. We've got over 2 million satisfied customers and 35 years experience. Call now or visit bathfitter.com for a free in-home consultation.
So, Richardson family, the neighbors are very curious about your new family member.
Oh, Elizabeth?
Hello.
We built her when our daughter moved out so we could keep our family plan and save money.
With US Cellular, you don't need a fourth line to get the best deal. It's just $29.99 per line for 1, 2, or 3 lines.
Oh.
I guess we don't need a fourth line anymore.
This is awkward.
Now at US Cellular, it's just $29.99 per line, plus every plan is price protected. US Cellular, built for us.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with the product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. All roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Welcome back. We are tracking breaking news of a large fire that is burning near I-82 in Benton County. This is the area west of Benton City in the Horse Heaven Hills area. Benton County Sheriff's Office has confirmed they are evacuating all of Kiona tonight. Officials are going door to door telling people it is time to get out because of this fire, the dry conditions, the extreme wind that is spreading the flames too fast right now. So if you're being evacuated, you can go to KVEW High School. The Red Cross is mobilizing there if you need help. We have seen the aircraft that are out trying to fight these flames. This has been going on for hours now, and firefighters just cannot get ahead of this fire because of the critical fire weather that we've been talking about this evening. Stacey Lee has an update.
Now, KAPP KVEW First Alert Weather with Stacey Lee.
And the active weather and winds are not helping. We're seeing the smoke spread more across our Dust Devil sky cam tonight again, and that is impacting our air quality. Those gusty winds continue to blow, and they're going to continue through the evening. Temperatures around the area again dropping, but still warm in Tri-Cities at 86 degrees. Here's that active weather moving across with some cloudy skies and winds blowing from the west to the east. Now that's pushing the fire system towards our area with this upper level system impacting our area. There's that cloud cover that's going to move on out. We'll see clear skies for a little bit, ridge of high pressure and another system out on the Pacific. And again, so we're going to kind of have roller coaster weather for the next couple of days. As far as rain goes, most of that to the east and out of our way. We could see a few showers coming through the Spokane area on Wednesday. Other than that, we're going to remain dry, maybe a few clouds. Again, that red flag warning staying in place till 9 o'clock tonight. As we said, it is critical fire weather this evening. And again, folks, if you're near a fire, be ready to get going because these winds are not going to improve this evening. Let's take a look at our futurecast smoke map. And again, we're seeing the smoke moving again to the east of the area, but again, impacting our air quality this evening. That wind advisory stays in place till 11 o'clock. Those winds are going to stay strong into midnight and beyond that, and even pick up again tomorrow morning through the region. So not going to get a lot of relief from those breezy and gusty winds. Right now, Pendleton has sustained winds at 33 miles an hour, 16 in Tri-Cities. As you get up the valley between Tri-Cities and Prosser, look at those winds, 32 miles an hour, 39 mile an hour. These are sustained winds, not counting the gusts. And again, those gusty winds continue. Look at that. We'll see winds gusting up to 45 at Hanford, 32 miles an hour in Yakima, and 25 and so above in the Tri-Cities area. Ellensburg, breezy to gusty winds, so no relief in sight wind-wise. In fact, we'll even see those breezy and gusty winds through the area tomorrow. That's not going to help our firefighters. So again, we'll have to keep a close eye on that. Pollen counts rising as well with the gusty winds that we've had in the area. We'll see a little relief moving into the weekend. Let's take a look at those temperatures overnight. Tonight, again, we're dropping down to 49 in Walla Walla. Good sleeping weather. Tri-Cities 54 degrees, 50 in Yakima, 47 overnight tonight in Ellensburg. For tomorrow, again, we'll see those temperatures dropping from 90s all the way down to 79 in the Tri-Cities, 78 in Yakima. Will hit 69 in Ellensburg, 76 for Walla Walla. Short-term forecast, again, look for those gusty winds again tomorrow. Temperatures in the 70s and 80s as we move into the weekend. And again, same thing in Yakima, much cooler. But again, those gusty winds will be an issue for the fires and the firefighters this evening. Alyssa.
Thanks, Stacey. And we have a lot more news to share with you on our mobile app. You can use the camera on your smartphone to scan this QR code. It's also at the bottom of your screen throughout the show. The code will take you to a link that goes to our app for news and weather on demand. It is free to download, and there is no subscription fee to use it. We'll be right back.
The savings continue with Bi-Mart's latest savings book, out now and posted on Bi-Mart.com. It's 16 pages of great savings, including lawn and garden supplies, sporting goods, and more. Save now at Bi-Mart, your Northwest employee-owned membership store.
Next live, the Ultimate Fighter's Conor McGregor.
I do get mistaken for a wrestler all the time.
Plus, Matthew Broderick from No Hard Feelings.
Tomorrow morning at 9 on KVEW.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot. Where could she?
Hey, everybody. I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome.
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone. You know, because she's an herbivore.
Award-winning artist Elle King live. Friday, July 14th, 8 p.m., Legends Casino Hotel. Elle King. On sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Elle King live.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located. And now, Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95 and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
This may look like an action-adventure movie, but it's a Nissan sales event ad. Things are heating up. Good thing this Rogue has the most standard safety features in its class. Our competitors can't say that.
Get 0% financing for 36 months on select Rogue trims.
Hurry. These epic offers won't last forever.
2024 Chevy Silverado HD with Duramax diesel. And the Chevy Silverado with powerful TurboMax engine. No matter what route you take, there's a Chevy truck to get you there. Find new roads. Get 1.9% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 LT TurboMax pickups, or get $4,250 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your community Chevy dealers.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. We are tracking breaking news of a large fire near I-82 in Benton County that has burned near Horseheaven Hills. Benton County Sheriff's Office is now evacuating all of the town of Kiona. So officials are going door to door. You can go to KVEW if you need to. The Red Cross is mobilizing there to help people who are forced out of their homes by this fire. Fire crews are out there. They are working extremely hard to get this under control, but you can see it's been growing very quickly amid extreme fire danger today. We'll be talking about that in your First Alert forecast coming up. Now, when the smoke clears, it will be the perfect time to explore all of the wilderness destinations in our area. And if you're looking for a fairly easy hike with an awesome view, we have just the destination. Kayak Butte is the focus of tonight's Fly the Northwest.
Kayak Butte County Park. We are in Whitman County, about 9 miles north of Pullman. It's 298 acres. We have lots of recreational opportunities here due to the unique landscape of the park compared to the surrounding area. The day use area here has a playground and plenty of shade. Other popular activities here at the park include picnicking, photography, bird watching, snowshoeing in the winter, camping, and of course hiking. There are 5.5 miles of trail. For visitors that would like just a quick hike with a view, they can hike to the ridge from the parking lot and back in about a half an hour. For visitors that are wanting to see the summit, the loop trail that goes to the summit is about 2.5 miles long and can be done in about an hour. The view from the top of Kayak Butte is spectacular, and that's one of the main things people come here to see. And from the top you can see Pullman and Moscow, and on a clear day you can see all the way down to the Blue Mountains. Kayak is a very popular place for photographers. Photography is becoming a more and more popular thing for people to get out and do. Folks like to come take pictures of the sunset up here from the top of the butte. And it's a fantastic place to take pictures of wildlife and the surrounding hills and the farm fields. Yeah, that's part of what makes Kayak so popular, is its uniqueness compared to the surrounding landscape. Magnificent forested butte in a sea of agricultural fields, and so it provides that wonderful recreational oasis for people to come and play around in this awesome, beautiful park.
For all the times we've been inspired to be just like Dad. Right now, save $20 on the BG50 blower. Real STIHL. Find yours.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
You get a lot of things out of your vehicle. But one thing you shouldn't get is disappointment. At McCurley, our expert technicians are here to make sure you get the most adventures and memories out of every mile.
Find your way home in a new Subaru from McCurley Subaru during Subaru Loves to Care.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more. With a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade. All with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
The White Card, a powerful resource for former Hanford and DOE employees. If you worked in the area and have come down with cancer, lung disease, Parkinson's, or renal failure, you may be eligible for financial compensation and healthcare services. A simple phone call can get the process started. Atomic Home Health. Don't wait. Call today.
Matt Frazier, America's top psychic medium.
Tonight, we continue to track breaking news. A fast-moving fire near I-82 in Benton County is now forcing evacuations in Kiona. Crews have been trying to get this one under control for hours now, but we're seeing extremely dry and windy conditions that are making for extremely dangerous situations. Stacey Lee is here with me, and this is something we've been talking about all day today.
And yesterday, we were talking about the red flag warning issued by the National Weather Service. That is to alert fire individuals or firefighters that, hey, dangerous, but it's also to inform the public to be aware of that, especially if you live in areas that are prone to fires.
And so we're trying to avoid scenes exactly like this one. I do want to let you know this fire is actually burning really close to one of our TV towers. So if you lose our signal, you can always go online to yaktrinews.com. You can stream us there. You can also stream the news on our app. That goes right to your cell phone. It will continue wherever you are. We'll also send you push alerts as we get new developments in this breaking news situation. Now tonight we're also seeing evacuations in Grant County north of Soap Lake. The sheriff's office is telling people to go to Soap Lake Park if you can get there safely. The sheriff's office also says that people in the city of Soap Lake need to be ready to leave. They're ordering level 1 get ready evacuations so that people are ready to go if the weather turns worse there.
And that's also, Alyssa, why it's important to have your go kit ready, especially if you live in those fire prone zones. So always have a kit ready to go.
Yep, your medications, your vital paperwork.
Correct.
Now we also need to talk about a fire that has burned around 10,000 acres in Umatilla County. This happened within just a matter of hours today. It's in the Hat Rock area. State and federal help, we're told, has now arrived. Firefighters are working to get this one under control. We know Highway 730 is closed between Wallula Junction on the Washington side all the way down to Highway 207, which is just east of Umatilla. And this is one, again, where we've seen the wind is just not helping firefighters at all.
And those winds will continue to strengthen this evening. We've been seeing mild winds and then gusting to 30 and 40 and 50 miles an hour throughout the area, especially in those gap zones between mountain passes. Those winds really pick up like down the Columbia River Gorge, and that will continue to be a problem. So that's what our winds look like tonight. Again, next 7 days we'll have cooler temps on the way. It's going to be pretty mild for the Father's Day weekend, and Juneteenth looking good as well. Again, be safe out there and get ready for milder weather on the way.
All right, we're looking forward to that. Thank you so much for watching. We're back tonight at 11.